Greetings, candidates, and welcome to the lesson. The subject is strategic management. The topic, strategy development processes. Today we are moving to the second subtopic, which is strategy formation. In this lesson, we are going to study deliberate strategy developers, emergent strategy developers, logical incrementalism, and strategy as an outcome of political process. Strategy formation. Candidates, strategy isn't always a grand blueprint that is drawn in a quiet boardroom. No, that is not always the case. It is sometimes a messy mix of what you intend to do and also what the world or the environment has forced you to do. And Henry Mintzberg, who is renowned and respected when it comes to strategy research, argued that strategy is formed through different processes. In this lesson, we are going to identify some of the processes. First one being deliberate strategy. Deliberate strategy is a strategy by design. It is proactive, it is analytical, and it follows a strict top-down path from the management that sets the goal, creates a plan, and executes it. That is deliberate. We can cite a company like the Apple. Apple candidates didn't stumble into making their own M1 or M2 chips. No. Apple was very deliberate. It was a deliberate multi-year roadmap. They knew that to control the performance of their laptops, they had to own the processor. And therefore, they invested into research and development. They acquired the necessary smaller companies and then executed transition with surgical precision. That is an example of a deliberate strategy. Huh? Yes. So one approach is deliberate strategy. One deliberate is strategy by design. But remember, I said at the beginning that strategy is not always a grand blueprint. It is not always developed in a quiet boardroom like the one for Apple and many other examples that we can give. So it could be deliberate, the way we have explained, but it is not always deliberate. The second way in which a strategy is formed, number 2, is what we call emergent strategy. Emergent. This is the accidental success. Emergent strategy happens when a firm realizes that a pattern has developed in their behavior that wasn't in their original plan. Emergent, from the word emerge, just emerges from the original plan. It was not there originally, but as you continue with your operations, you kind of identify that there is a plan that we can see. And this trend can help us come up with a unique strategy. Understand? It's a strategy by doing. As you operate normally, you identify patterns, then that pattern can be developed into a strategy. We can cite the example of the PlayStation. The PlayStation by Sony. All of us know that Sony originally was a hardware company, used to only produce televisions and what those of you are old enough to remember, the Walkmans. And the PlayStation project actually started as a failed partnership with the company known as Nintendo. So when the deal fell through, Sony didn't have a grand plan to dominate gaming. However, a rogue engineer pushed to use the tech anyway. And what started as a side project emerged. It emerged. Emergent. That emerged as Sony's most profitable business unit. Emergent. This one emerges out of nowhere. It was not there originally, but as the company continues to operate, it is strategy by doing. You may, out of the trends, out of the patterns that you observe, as you are doing, you may there may emerge a strategy. Emergent. Then number 3 from this syllabus, the third approach is logical incrementalism. Logical incrementalism. Small steps, logical increment. This is the step-by-step evolution, incrementing, increasing, step-by-step evolution. This is the science of just muddling through. Instead of one giant step, the organization takes small logical steps, learning from each one before committing to the next step. And this kind of strategy formation minimizes risk in uncertain environments. An example that comes to mind is the Starbucks global expansion. Starbucks didn't try to open 30,000 stores on day one. No, that did not happen. They mastered one town first. Then they tested a logical increment by moving to the second town and the third town. And once they learned how to manage logistics across the borders, they moved to Japan. Okay? First of all, they were in Seattle. They moved to Vancouver. They went to Chicago. Then after they had mastered the borders, they now moved to Japan. So strategy becomes the outcome of bargaining. I mean, each step, we are talking about logical incrementalism. Each step, for the case of Starbucks, was a small, manageable experiment that informed the next big move. Before they went global, they had to undergo some baby steps. They began with one town, moved to the next. So that is logical incrementalism. So out of this logical incrementalism, there was a strategy now to expand globally. That is logical incrementalism, step by step. Then there is also political. Okay? Strategy as a political process. This is the Game of Thrones. But sometimes strategy isn't about what's best for the company. It's about who has the power. Sometimes it's about who has the most power. Strategy is not just about the interest of the company. It depends now who is wielding the most power. And here strategy becomes the outcome of bargaining, lobbying, and also clashing agendas between powerful departments or between powerful executives. And in our recent times, we can cite example of the company known as Nokia. Nokia candidates had the technology for touchscreens and apps long before the iPhone. However, because of internal political battles between various teams within Nokia, executives fought over budgets, over legacy power, which resulted in a paralyzed strategy that ultimately allowed Apple and Google to steamroll them. So the strategy or lack of it was simply the result of who won the internal office war. So strategy can also develop as a result of politics. Strategy as a political process. It can be a political process. So these are four formations of strategy, how strategy is formed. These are four. We can call them approaches, we can call them strategy formations, and so on. So this we can say, we can maybe call this approach, and we can, these are approaches. And we can do a quick maybe comparison between these approaches. One column we can have it as approach. Then we can have another column as a mindset. Mindset. What is the mindset? The mind behind deliberate, emergent, or logical implementation and political as a process. For example, the deliberate strategy, the mindset is that of the plan. Okay, here the plan is the king. When it comes to deliberate, the plan is the king. The plan is the king. We've said that deliberate strategy or strategies, it is strategy by design. There is a plan. It is proactive. It is analytical. It follows a strict top-down map. And it is best used when the environment is stable. Let's have another column of best used. This strategy is best used when the environment is stable. It is best used when the environment is stable. You can use the deliberate strategy. You can develop strategies deliberately. Then there is the emergent strategy. This one, we said it is learning by doing. The mindset is that of learn by doing. Learn by doing. That's the mindset of the emergent strategy. Best used when the market is shifting rapidly. It's best used when the market is shifting rapidly. You use this approach to develop strategy when the market is shifting rapidly and when the market, we can say, is unpredictable. When the market is shifting rapidly, when the market is unpredictable, then you cannot come up with a plan. because a plan is a predetermined course of action. If you try to come up with a plan or a strategy through planning, then what you plan today may be obsolete tomorrow. So you resort to emergent strategy, where you learn by doing. So as you are doing, your plan can shift anytime. Number 3, we have logical incrementalism. What is the mindset? This is the mindset of small steps. We say this is the step by step evolution. So the mindset is that of small steps. And when is it used? It is used when you are entering a new risky market. When entering a risky. When you are entering a risky, when you are entering a new market, then you can't make a big move. You do it slowly by slowly. You develop a strategy through logical incrementalism. When you are entering a new risky territory, you do it step by step. Then lastly, we have strategy as a political process. Now, what is the mindset when it comes to strategy as a political process? Here, the mindset is that of the strongest wins. The strongest wins, because here we have political battles. The executives battling. The one who has the strongest power then wins when it comes to development of strategy. The strongest wins. And this is used when the organization is large, used when the organization is not just large but old and large. When the organization is old, when the organization is large, then you have to use the strategy as a political. So this is just a comparison of the formation styles. These are formation styles: deliberate, emergent, logical incrementalism, and strategy as a political process. That is the end of our today's on strategy formation. We meet in our next session where we continue to share knowledge in strategic management. Bye-bye.